Hey guys, Robert Lunt here, Realty One Group MVP, and today I am in Oakfield at WestBay, Oakfield Trails, and the models just opened. Literally just opened. I've been stalking this place nonstop, driving by in here, doing sales with the other builders, and been trying to get a video out to you guys as soon as possible. I was actually going to do the townhouse video today, but I figured this was a little bit more pressing, so we're gonna do this today. WestBay Homes, Oakfield Trails, Parrish, Florida. Robert Lunt, Realty One Group MVP. If you're not familiar with my channel, guys, make sure you're checking out all my model tours. Make sure you're hitting the like, hitting the subscribe, and hitting the notification. So every time I post these videos, if you're looking for certain content, 3 or 4 times a week, right? Then you'll be first to get these videos and get in on the good deals, because actually I'm showing you these great inventory deals in these videos. And these are stuff that, especially when you're in a groundbreaking experience, these homes, you want to get in quick, because then they start to raise base prices. So in the first 10 homes, you get the best deals, and then they raise the base price a little bit. And then if that's still working, they raise it a little bit more. And that's how it works, guys. So when you see some crazy pricing, just trust everyone's going to see it. People are going to jump on it. It's not going to last, because when the builders are making money, that much money on the lower prices, they say, oh, let's bump the prices, right? That's the name of the game, guys, making money, especially for these builders. They've got a lot of dirt to sell. They've invested a lot of time and resources into these projects, and they're all about making sales. So, but that's why you got to have a realtor like myself who knows how to advocate for his clients, and above all the BS and the smoke that the builders blow on you guys, I know how to, well, let's say the dirt and dust. That would be after you move in, right? You'll get a lot of dirt and dust in these neighborhoods blowing around until they get a little bit more completed. But you want someone like me, guys, who knows the ins and outs and has pull, especially with the salespeople. I know all the salespeople almost like family at this point. I've dealt with them for so long. I see them so often. I see them more than my regular family that I see on the holidays. I see them every week. So always bringing in sales, always, doing the marketing for them, free marketing. So they love me. So 941-879-4730, Robert Lunt. Today I'm going to give you 2 quick move-in tours. So I've got 2 homes behind me. We're going to look into those. We're going to also do the 2 models right here. So let me flip this around and make sure you're taking advantage of my rebate, guys. You do not pay my commission. The builders pay my commission, and then I pay you a cashback rebate. So it's a win-win situation for you with my services, because you get my expertise, you get my referrals, you get my eye, you get my negotiation skills, and you get my money. So, and you get all this free content straight to your living room, guys. So let's flip this around and we'll go check this out. All right, got my new gimbal here, and it's a little bit of a workout, but I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. I feel like it holds a nice steady shot. So I've got some information to go through with you here on base pricing, quick move-ins, lot map. I'll go through the HOA and CDD with you as well, guys. And a little bit about Oakfield is that it's about a 4,000 home community. They're going to have 100, I don't know, something crazy, 100 miles of trails going through the whole community. So there's going to be a ton of trails, guys. I mean, a ton of fitness. They're going to have a butterfly garden, I think. They've got a restaurant coming in here, a swimming pool. They've got sports courts, full-scale gym with an activities director, and it's going to be a really nice gym from what I understand. So there's different builders in Oakfield. You have Pulte, Meritage, and then you have Ashton Woods, which is back over there. Pulte is across the way, and Meritage Homes. So if you guys want to see me this weekend, I'll be doing an open house on the Xander at Meritage Homes on Saturday. I was just over here in Ashton Woods, and check out those videos too, guys. I got the Ashton Woods, the Meritage Homes, and the Pulte video on my channel right now. I'm going to do a Pulte quick move-in tour one of these days coming up. So I'll give you an updated inventory on that. I'm just working on a couple contracts in there right now. And got a closing coming up here in a couple of months. So, so you get the tile roofs, paver driveways. These are rather wide lots, as you can see. These are wide home sites. So really nice landscaping they're gonna have. As you can see, they've got plenty of inventory, quick move-ins, and people that have already jumped on, you know, and got that early entry level pricing. You know, a couple of months ago, they were buying these from the Crosswind Ranch location. And so we got a Bayport II, 3460 square feet with a loft. And we also have a Cedar Key II, and this can be 35 to 40, almost 4,200 square feet with the loft, depending on how you configure it. So let me go into wide lens mode here. So then we're gonna come in, right? And then this is kind of nice because it's like the front porch will flow into the driveway. This would be a 3-car garage. Right now it's just the sales office. Don't even have a salesperson in here today because certain days there's no salesperson. So that's why you want a realtor, guys, because we can advocate for that, because the house sitters, the open house sitters, they're very limited as to what they can do for you because they're not licensed. So here you go, guys. You know, walk in and you've got, you know, a bonus area here. And you come through, got this thing all decked out. So just to give you a real quick visual here on Oakfield Lakes and Oakfield Trails. So when I say 4,000 home sites, I'm talking about the trails and lakes. So you come into lakes, and this is Buckeye Road, kind of curves around. I-75 is right here. You're gonna have, and this is gonna be like D.R. Horton, Syntax. I've done a few deals in there already. So just closed one out just recently, and then you're gonna have Starlight Homes. So you have Starlight, D.R. Horton, Syntax, and that's it for right now. And then that's the Grove, and then they're gonna have the hammocks. There is gonna be some townhouses right here as well. And then you come across, you're gonna have some commercial properties trickled in here. From what I understand, there was supposed to be some sort of a, this is gonna go to Carter Road, but they're supposed to be adding like some sort of a highway on-ramp here at Buckeye. So this will be quite the area, guys, in the future when it's all said and done. And then you have the lakes right here. So let me give you the rundown of how that works. So the politics for that is like the amenities here, they cannot share the amenities here. The lakes cannot share with the trails unless they buy into the membership fee. So there's a membership to be a part of the Harvest Club. So keep that in mind. That's just a map rendering of it right there. You're gonna have a farmstead park, so a little farmers area here. You're gonna have all these little pocket parks, you know, hay bale park, little playgrounds and stuff everywhere, and everyone can use that stuff, but not everyone can use the Harvest Club. Only the people who live in the trails or the people who subscribe to some level of amenities from the lakes. So, and here you got Meritage, Ashton Woods, Pulte, and WestBay. So 40s, 45s, 50s, 52s, 60s, 70-foot lots, but mainly you're gonna have 60s and 70s with WestBay. So that's how that works. And it's not a ton of real estate here, so just keep in mind, guys, this is rather a limited opportunity, at least in this phase. I believe there's gonna be another phase potentially over here, but right now, as it sits, this is kind of it, right? And I don't even see a way to access this area. I think this is actually Del Webb right here. So don't get me twisted on that. I think this is Del Webb, which is already finished out. So this is actually the totality. And I think any other further phases are gonna be this way, actually not this way. So they're gonna be over here between Oakfield and North River Ranch. There's still some undeveloped land there. And then that school, so this is gonna be like, I think this is like North River Ranch Parkway or something like that right here. And then this is gonna go right into North River Ranch. And then that new school is like right about here. So, and then, but yeah, a lot of commercial guys going in right there at Buckeye and Sawgrass. So this is a beautiful model. Really nice. Always decked out on the models, guys. Expect to spend like $100,000 to $150,000 when it comes to doing structural and cosmetic upgrades. At a minimum, I would say minimum 100 just to get, because that's why you buy one of these homes, right? To get it like this or close to this. That's the whole reason, or else you can just go buy cheaper homes from other builders. So, and right here, guys, this is just a little bit closer up of kind of the layout of the Harvest Club. You'll see, you know, you got rackets, they got all the pickleball, tennis, pool with a 0 entry, water slide, huge fitness center, yoga lawn, bocce courts, adventure playground, restrooms, a little event lawn where they're gonna have lots of events. They're gonna have an activities director here. There's gonna be a little restaurant in here, the clubhouse. Then you're gonna have like a huge parking lot. So and they've got a lot of preserve over here. So it's gonna have a really good vibe to it. Lots of trail, lots of walkways, wide walkways all throughout the community where you can actually drive a golf cart down. This will definitely be a golf cart community to the max. You'll see people just cruising around at night like they're on a boat. It's interesting. They do that in my neighborhood, North River Ranch. So this is obviously a super smoking lot. It's one of the nicer ones. This is my first time here. Oh, I got a birdie there. So yeah, beautiful, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And, but WestBay is one of the builders, you can do a pool with the build. So you can get one of these pools in the build. You've got these amazing sliders here. You know, and they pretty much, they don't open all the way up and disappear, but these 2 panels will open up, those 2 panels will open up, and it'll give you a nice wide flow through, especially on a nice day, like, you know, in the low 70s, you know, mid to high 60s, you can just keep the door open. You're gonna get really nice, you know, even on the inventory stuff, you'll see on the quick move-ins, guys. We're gonna go through the base pricing here in a minute, and then we're gonna go through the quick move-ins, and then we'll go walk them. So brace yourself, it's gonna be a little bit of a long video, but not too bad. So that's the laundry room. This is gonna be the pantry. Really high ceilings along with the tray to make it even higher. In here, guys, this would be the primary, but they have it set up, I think, as like, no, sorry, this is the bonus. Primary is on that side. And then this is like your bonus room area, like a game room or a theater room or whatever you want to do. I got reversed because I was just in the other one over in Crosswind, and they have it flipped. So, and then this is like its own little ensuite type situation. It's got its own walk-in closet, as well as a full bath right outside. That's nice. This could almost be like an in-law suite, guys, because you can have like a little kitchenette right here. So you can make this to where you could even add a door right here, and then it could be almost like its own apartment. So, which goes right out to the pool and has its own door. So that's food for thought, guys. You could have like a little refrigerator, you know, an air fryer, a microwave, something like that. You could add a little bit more, maybe counter space over there, or something like that, or your own like stuff that you add to support that situation. So then We'll go back towards the front of the house too, because I think I missed that other bedroom. But this is your primary. Kind of odd that the the game area has an entrance out to the pool, but the primary doesn't. So I imagine, you know, there's gonna be, you got like a little wine bar here, coffee bar thing. You're definitely gonna want some sort of a door, you know, some storage under the stairs. It's definitely an option for a door in your bedroom. Bathroom here, guys. So nice walk-in shower, tub, boom, boom. There's Robert. And that's like a double walk-in closet, like a split walk-in closet, guys. So double vanity, boom. This will hopefully always, this gimbal will alleviate any, you know, dizziness. I think sometimes I make my clients a little dizzy. That's probably why I'm sure it cost me sales. So real quick before we go upstairs to the loft, I did miss this area here. You have like an ensuite full bedroom with its own bathroom as well, and a walk-in closet. Boom. So yeah, good size room. So we'll go upstairs here, check out the loft. After I show you the two models, I'll go through these sheets with you. So we'll look at the one next door, and we'll look at these two sheets, go through all the information, and then we'll hit the quick move-ins across the street. Those are the most completed, so that kind of have all their finishes on them, so you'll get a really good idea. But there'll be quick move-ins of all these homes at some point. Some of them just may not be on the sheet right now. So this is like another full suite situation where it's like 2 bedrooms, bathroom, so you could have, you know, it's got like, this house is insane. So yeah, it's like a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, a living room here. You've got like, you know, like 3 living rooms or game rooms and kitchenettes, and this house is amazing. I'll let you know if the price is amazing here in a minute. So here we go. As we go through, we'll go next door. You gotta love WestBay, guys. It's, especially with the tile roofs, you know, I don't really trust their shingle roofing skills so much. So I did notice they had a bit of storm damage on them, on the shingle roofs after the storms, a little bit more so than some of the other builders, at least in North River Ranch. But the tile roofs, you can't go wrong. So those are pretty much windproof. You'd be it'd have to be a very, very strong storm for you to lose one of these tiles. These are like sealed tiles, they're not barreled tiles. They're definitely a bit more wind resistant. This is the Bayport, guys, 3,460 square feet. So not as cool of a front porch area, but there's different elevations. So, but in this one, doesn't have like that big front porch as much. It has the French doors. Big French doors. You come in, this is a beautiful home as well. So, you know, really nice ceilings, a really grand feel when you walk in. You know, the way it's decorated, super nice. Has a, you know, bedroom. And this can be flipped, so the orientation can be flipped where, you know, the garage is on the right side, stuff like that. So just like the other one, you've got this like Bedroom, bathroom right off the front door. So it's super split up. Here's your den. So a little bit different models that they're doing Crosswind and Oakfield, you know, in comparison to, you know, what they've been doing in Crosswind and North River Ranch and stuff. So they definitely switched it up, stepped it up a little bit. You know, you were just us getting bored with the Isla Morada and the Biscayne just non-stop, you know. So I like these models. They're pretty nice. This reminds me of like a Biscayne where it's probably very close to it. It looks really like a Biscayne, to be honest with you. Just a little bit different in the front. So it has a little bit more features up front. But when you come through, it's like this, but Biscayne is definitely a little bit bigger, but it has this where it's like a built-in table to the island, and it's got that wall-to-wall counter space. So that's huge. So, you know, mind you guys, this house is super upgraded. So this is like $100,000 to $150,000 worth of upgrades. Probably 150, and then add the pool. That's probably $120,000 pool out there. So when you get into that seamless screen situation, that's got the really thick beams on it. So this is like a pool you could also get. This is a super nice lot because you got like conservation right there. So this model will be available in the future, but probably in a couple of years, guys. You know, I would say 2 years. It's gonna take them about 2 years to sell all these lots, usually. 2 to 3 years. We'll see how the economy goes, but things seem to be picking up a little bit right now. So definitely getting a lot more calls, a lot more activity, a lot more contracts right now than it was over the summer. Summer was slow. You know, I think where everyone was in that tariff shock and just seasons changing and trying to gauge out what's actually going on with the economy these days, right? This is your primary. This is a really nice bathroom because it's super wide. So it's like, boom, you've got like a lot of space. And then this is the walk-in shower. Not the biggest shower, but that's an option. So you could like not do the tub and have a much bigger shower. Huge walk-in closet, and that would be like without the, you know, the racking and shelving and stuff like that you could add after, like before or after the fact. But if you're financing any type of money, you want that in your financing, you're gonna add it before. So very impressive. Probably give you a good view of actually the garage so you understand that too. So you've got like a whole nother, I don't even know if did I show you this area yet? No? So laundry, I can't remember. Been just walking around talking. I think I did. So like another ensuite here, laundry, and 3-car garage. Oh, it's got the water loop right there. This seems like it probably has the hurricane impact glass on it as well. Yeah, I don't think I went over to that section before. All right. So here you go. And this is like a loft area. Little kitchenette. Go through. Bedroom, And that's got a walk-in closet as well. Huge bathroom. So yeah, closet here. Should be a walk-in. Yep. All right. So let's go through this information here. As promised. Okay. So let me zoom in on a little bit for you here. So these are your base prices. These are for your 70 foot wide home sites. These are the larger home sites. Going from 732 all the way up to 873 with 2,800 square feet all the way up to 4,250 plus, depending on the configuration. So right here, guys, on your 60s, you're looking at anywhere from 641 to 789. So a little bit more flexibility there, but you know, a little bit smaller of a lot. And you can't fit all the same houses on the same lot. So if you like certain floor plans, you got to be on the 70s. There you go, 2,500 square feet all the way up to almost 5,000 square feet. Okay, your CDD is, I believe, anywhere from 2,800 to 3,100 a year. Here's your lot map. Here's your different selections you can make right now, as well as the ones that they're building on. The 70s are on, you know, the south side here. I think that's more like the south side. And then, the north is that way. That's south. So the south, west side, southwest, southeast is the 60s. Got a lot of good water lots, conservation, really nothing back to back except for right here. So these are going to be your only back-to-back stuff and a little bit right here. But a lot of these lots, you know, back up to conservation road, has more than half of them. So are not going to be back-to-back. Just a small portion, just like in through here. Just this little area here and this little area here have back-to-back lots. The rest is conservation and pond. HOA, guys, is $325, I believe, and that includes the $185 Harvest Club fee. That will be deferred until I think it's late next year. So like fourth quarter 2026 is when that's projected, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So all these prices, guys, are all subject to change. So keep that in mind, because this is as of today. So this is October 9th. It gets updated all the time. So right now, I think the ones that we're going to go look at, I'll show you in a minute. I want to say it's probably 274 and 275 on the 70s here. And then on the 60s, which is down the block, you've got homes that are kind of decked out for 824. The ones we're going to look at are in the low to mid 900s. But everything right now, guys, you can see like you're going to be spending just under $1 million to get a nice house in here, like 800 to $1 million. So just keep that in mind. I have a lot of experience with WestBay, especially going through the sales and negotiations. There's huge incentives right now, guys, on these upgrades. They were doing $100,000. I got to check and see if that's still available. If not, I think it's like 60 or something like that. But I'll double check on that, guys. Just I'll try to maybe leave it in the comments. Actually, I think that's what I'll start doing, is start like commenting on my videos as incentives change. So that's a good idea. So let's go next door. Across the street. All right, so right across from the models, I've got these two right here. So this is a Cedar Key, just like the first one we did at the office there. This is an inventory one for right here, $934. So big incentive, closing costs, interest rate buy down, if you're doing conventional or anything like that, guys. And then we're gonna go look at this Key Largo. So, Key West, sorry, Key West. I think there's like a Key Largo over at the other community at Crosswind. So, going here, I think literally all these models are named after the keys. So, as we come in, definitely smells like fresh paint in here. So, office, you know, this is a little bit more realistic, guys, like what it is before you had 100,000. So, you know, it's fairly upgraded, but not completely like the model. So, I mean, obviously it's gonna look a lot different without furniture and pictures on the wall, but you know, not as many accent features and upgraded lights and stuff like that. But this is a gas community, guys. Gourmet kitchen. They're definitely gonna give you those really nice cabinets with the soft close. It's not even soft close, that's interesting. Thought that would be. Not even on the cabinets, huh. Interesting. Nice backsplash. It's a pet peeve of mine, guys, the soft close on nice houses. I like that. I'm sure you do too. There's another thing that can break, but so 3-car garage. This does not have the hurricane impact windows, so it's gonna have shutters like this. So one of it is like a Teflon roll-up shade. I think that's for the front door. That's kind of some samples of the flooring that they're putting in here. So it's a really nice long plank LVP. That's kind of like what the tiles on the roof look like. Boom. They give you all these extra materials. Extra tile, extra paint. Epoxy the garage floor. And that's your irrigation right there. So that's for your sprinkler system. Looks like they got your water loop here. I think that's I'm not sure if that's for a sink or if that's for your water softener. Okay, water softener loop is over there. So you can add your water softener right there with your shut off. Boom, and then you can add a sink right there. That's the plumbing for a sink. So, which is interesting because I see supply lines. So I'm looking for the drain. So this is like kind of like a conservation lot, I would say. So there's not gonna be any houses back here. So it's rather a nice lot. I mean, even though there'll be houses like way back there. But, ooh, freaking grass is wet. But your lot comes out to here, so you could have a big pool and there's gonna be literally nothing here. You've got some water over here. You've got water in the back. So this is actually a pretty nice lot. So it's very conserved. You will be houses, you know, scattered around out in the back there, but nothing real close where someone would like need binoculars or to really be, you know, invading on your privacy. Yikes. You get this beautiful paint job all muddy, but it looks like people have already been tracking through here. Okay. So, it's got the outdoor kitchen set up there as well. It's a very private lanai, as you can see, you know. And then this would be the primary. So primary here, no, sorry, this is your bonus room. That like bonus area, it's like another suite. Now it's flipped, so it got me flipped again. This has got the French doors going out to the line, which would be your pool area. If you added a pool. Has its own bathroom, bedroom right here, high ceilings, and walk-in closet. I think it's the linen closet right here. Nope, there's your AC, okay? primary is going to be across the hall. Here we go. Tub and shower combo. Got the bench. No niche, but there's plenty of shelving like around the edge there, around the ledge. So, double vanity. And then this has that split walk-in closet. Just the wire shelving. Not too bad, guys. It's got the thicker baseboard. See right here, got storage under the stairs. So that's kind of cool. And in the primary, you've got a storage closet as well as your other closets. So you can store your toys in there. So go up here. Or just put all your Christmas decorations in there. But you do have an attic access right here, so I'm guessing you could probably plywood a little bit of that and have storage for like Christmas stuff and stuff like that. Just gotta be careful with that, guys, because it can mess with your, warranty and stuff like that. If there's ever like an insurance claim, if there's ever a claim or a warranty claim on the roof and you got stuff stored up in there. Not insurance claim, warranty claim. So this has got, loft area. Got the other AC unit here, so it's got a split AC, so dual temperature control. There's one here, and then there's one downstairs. So then this room has a good view, because you'll have more of a view there. It's got the wraparound stairs, just the carpet. Like I said, not super upgraded, guys, but you're gonna be, when you really upgrade these homes, like I said, like if I was showing you right here on, so if you were, let's just say, you were on a Cedar Key right here, 761, by the time you add like a $40,000 lot, you add $150,000 in upgrades, then you're at 950, you know what I mean? So, and then you get the incentives on top of that. So, I don't know. And then you got to add structurals and stuff like that. So, it could be better just to pick out a lot, or we could make them a low ball offer on this one. See where they're at. I know these builders want to sell these homes ASAP. They've got a lot of salespeople working a lot of leads, and they do a lot of marketing, and they get a lot of sales. I know that. They stay busy. It's just when you have a customer that you're working on, happens to me all the time, we find the right house and the right lot, and we're doing too much due diligence and going back and forth, and it's sold, and we got to start from scratch again. It's rough. So we haven't seen this one yet, guys. This is not the model. This is not a model. This is an inventory. This is a little bit larger of a floor plan. This is the Key West. So probably one of the coolest names that they have. Key West II. This is 4,600 square feet. So for the finale, guys, we're going almost 5,000 square feet. Boom. And that's only $964. So, I mean, for $30,000, guys, you're getting an extra almost like 680 square feet. So that's crazy. This is a good deal. So as we go through here, let's see, okay, here we go, guys. So, Key West II. sitting just under 5,000 square feet. So it's got a huge office here, huge den, you know, really high ceilings. These are like those 12-foot high ceilings where the tray is 10 foot in most areas. You can almost play basketball in here. So you got a 2-bedroom, 1 bath when you walk in. Good sized rooms. And this has got a massive, it's not even tray ceiling, it's just beams, just like beamed across the whole thing like this. And it's got that table thing as well. The table island. And then a formal dining room right there. So it's like you have an adult bar, a kid bar. It's crazy. Let's see what they did here, guys. Let's see what they did. Oh, it makes me mad. It makes me mad, bro. I mean, we're at like sitting at like $1 million here. We can't get soft close. But $1 billion, like, it's nothing nowadays, right? Drop in the bucket. So, similar lot. This one's gonna be a little tighter, guys. So like, definitely not as big of a backyard as the Cedar Key, because I mean, you can definitely get a decent pool here, but you wouldn't be able to have as grand of a situation as you would on the Cedar Key. You can only go 5 feet off of the lot line with a pool, and that this house has a larger footprint, so it sits a little further back. This is gonna have your bonus room here. So game room, whatever you want it to be. And then your primary over here. And it's got another full bath as you walk by. So here's your primary. Bathroom's kind of split off over here. Instead of like being right off of the room, it's kind of more towards the doorway. You got a double vanity. This has got a larger walk-in shower with the tub. So that is, the thing about this gimbal is it kind of like, when you tilt it, it stays. You gotta like press the control on it to get it back into position. So, pretty big closet. Oh yeah. Definitely a nice closet. And then this is your primary. It's got the tray. It's just the room, really. So it's not split by doorways and entrances. So it gives you more wall space. You know, I kind of like that when the primary is like that and doesn't have like closet door, you know, bathroom door, you know, entrance door, because it just limits the places that you can put your furniture. I thought there was a stairway somewhere. So laundry here, massive laundry room. Whoa, this is huge. Mega laundry room. Storage under the stairs. Wow, okay. Goes under here, racks there, lots of storage. That's cool. And then this comes out to the garage. Nice 3-car. These are the, if you're wondering, these are the county trash barrels now. It's 1 day a week. Thursdays, actually, at least in my neighborhood, that's trash, recycling, and debris pickup all on the same day. So as you walk upstairs, it's got the, you know, the nice railings and everything, but still got the carpet. One thing I will say about the carpet though is if you have kids and they're running up and down the stairs a lot, carpets are it won't drive you as crazy instead of them stomping up and down the stairs. It's got a huge loft area. So this could be like a game room. You know, it's got a sink thing here. So it's got room to add a bar, like a little kitchenette. you know. She wouldn't want carpet up here for that, but you could easily, I could have my guy throw some LVP in here for you. And depending on the commission structure, guys, I know they don't pay a lot on the to-be builds, but on some of the quick move-ins, they have realtor bonuses, and I'll share that with you as well. So on top of the $2,000. So that's huge. So yeah, full bedroom, full bathroom. Then this kind of gives you a view of the lot. This is like the side view, out the side window. And this is out the back. So yeah, guys. .com, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure you're watching all my model tours and educational resources.